John Davis, absolutely one of the best.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis doing what true crimers do.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis.
John Davis, true crime.
Mr. John Davis.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, true crime.
This guy, John Davis.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, true crime. Maybe that's where I've heard that name before.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, and it's good to see you, John. How are you?
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, true.
Hey, John Davis.
John Davis.
John Davis, true crime.
John Davis, true crime kicks butt.
Tune in and watch John Davis, true crime. You will love it. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. Tune in. It's John Davis, true crime.
There's a comparison somebody did. The left is supposed to be an actual picture of Sebastian. The right is the picture that's all a buzz for the last day plus. You know, people are like, oh, you're late to the show. Look, I do a morning show, man. If it happens after that morning, that's where we're at. Now, let's just, I want to start it off with a clear message to this also. Bear with me a second here. Get my picture down. There it is. When you give, okay, every sighting, let's start out there. Every sighting needs to be investigated to the fully and resolved. I think we'll all agree on that, right? But I've seen people come out and say, that's him. That's Sebastian Rogers. I know that's him. Well, no, you don't. And stuff like that also hurts criminal cases from being prosecuted. You know, it really does. They need to be investigated to the fullest. I tell you what, I'm not saying for sure it ain't, because it is a striking similarity. I cropped it into this, and I'm telling you, man, the profile, everything, this person in this picture strongly resembles him. Now, I think I've heard where Chris has said, no, Seth's still up in the air. I'm not sure if I'm right on that or not. My question is, I have so much trouble with the origin of the picture. Okay. So I went and checked it out. I looked into it. Let me see if I can, here we go. This is the news guy, Nick Barris. I have now been in touch with the person who posted the photo to social media. Here's what they tell me. Now, this is what the person that took the picture, posted the picture said, or what the person that posted it said. They said, a friend of this person took the photo thinking the boy resembled Sebastian. I asked why they didn't go approach him to be sure. I'm told they were rushing to meet family and just quickly snapped the photo before leaving. So, you mean to tell me you think this is a missing child and being on time to meet family outweighs whether you should have looked further into this, got some help, yada, yada? Really? That's how you operate? Hey, I think that could possibly be that missing kid, right? Well, I gotta meet the fam. I'll snap a picture. They also say later they reported it to authorities and shared the photo with the TBI. They said the boy appeared comfortable and was relaxed and seemed to know the people with him. My understanding is that this visitor center has security cameras. Authorities will likely pull video to look for the boy and who he was with, along with their vehicle. Some of you commented about the lack of leaves on trees in the photograph, and they go ahead and explain all that. But those are the main things that person said. So the person who posted the photo, that's not who took it. It was a friend of theirs. And when asked why they didn't, look into it, they were told they were rushing to meet family and just quickly snapped the photo before leaving. See, I'm just suspicious of that. I would have stopped what I was doing and called 911. Thank you. Absolutely. And, I kind of get the feeling that people that took it know that probably it wasn't him. They just thought, wow, that kid looks a lot like Sebastian, and snapped a photo, and it's got kind of blowed out because it does look a lot like him. It really does. I mean, I think we'll all agree with that. But that the answer as to why nothing was done immediately and why you wouldn't have acted on that stinks to me. I'm not buying it. Okay. And I think there's other reasons to not believe it either. Let me see. Here we go. Now I showed y'all just the close up of Sebastian. Here's like the full photo. Okay. Now, I see a lot of things wrong here. It turns out this was at some kind of like a rest stop, they say it was a paid thing place, but I can't remember how they described it. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if they do or not. Oh, but here's another example though, before I go there. Here's another example of where somebody called in a tip of a kid they believe to be Sebastian. This one, I don't see it myself. I don't think that looks like Sebastian at all, really. But, these happen quite a bit. And I'm glad they do happen. I'm just saying I don't like the story behind the most recent one, right? People are saying, though, that this right here, this picture, that this is Seth's sister. A lot of people have been trying to say that. And that, from what I can tell, is 100% not true. Now, I have a picture of his sister. I think he is. Burnt Dirt, how confident are you in that picture? Because I would hate to for that to be the wrong person. Are you positive on that's who that is? The picture you just sent me? Burnt Dirt, you pretty confident that that's who that is? Because I don't want to show the wrong person, but if you tell me it is, we'll show it. I want to make sure though. Yes, okay. Here is Seth's sister. Hold on, where's that? Yeah, this is Seth's sister. And as you can see, she's fully tatted. Now, this is an old picture, but my point is fully tatted. And I heard she was at the Vigil, and that came up too. Now, that and that, I don't think so. I don't see it. I tell you what, though, in that picture, block the guy's face. Now you tell me I can't now. It's a crap picture. You can't even tell much anyway. The most important part of that is though that the tattoos. It's not her. It's not. You know, and she ain't gonna be running around. The problem I have with is the timing of this. You know, this was a while apparently after he had been missing, and people are only 5 hours away, and they're out walking around with him and around other folks. And, you know, you can see in this, there's distance. They're not, it doesn't even seem like they're concerned with this person walking off or saying nothing or anything. So, and, you know, they was described as he seemed comfortable around them. Now, I get why people's minds might have originally went there. He seemed comfortable around them. Somebody related to the fam, right? And who knows? Who knows? But that lady in the picture is not Seth's sister. And we, you know, I don't even know for sure if anybody has context is if that lady was with them for sure. She could have just possibly been there walking by when the picture was taken. It's like there's somebody else in the back behind him, kind of. It does kind of, it resembles him a lot. There is and plus the glasses look pretty on point with how they described his. Now, I heard Chris said it wasn't him. I ain't. Have y'all heard an update? If either one of them said that they thought it was him, I know. I seen where Chris said no. Chris Proudfoot. Man, I'd hate to be anyone involved in this case. Yeah, I would too. Did he have his glasses when he left? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, all right. He did have his glasses?
Well, I think so, or they would know that if he didn't have like shoes.
I've never heard it mentioned one way or the other. Mom said they are waiting for confirmation. Really? I swear I want to say the way it was said though. The only thing that was missing was him and the keychain. I never heard his glasses mentioned as if they were there or not. He had his glasses. It's on the flyer from TBI. Okay. And they did look for his glass. Remember, there was the report of him being found. Yeah, I guess we should have known that. Yeah. Amber Alert says he had his glasses. So it's him, his glasses, and the keychain flashlight from the latest description I heard of it is what was missing. Seth and Katie said they are investigating. I do not believe Chris. I don't know. I think though, if they got video and stuff of all that, that's going to be. It could be a break. Who knows? Like I said, I'm not saying it ain't him. I just think the circumstances around it all are really weird. But I'm just wondering how long behind the tip was from the time this happened. I haven't heard that said. If it wasn't long, there's a good chance they still have probably video of them. I'm just hoping it wasn't weeks or who knows how long in between.
I would go up and say, hey, are you Sebastian?
This is a good point. Somebody said that is striking though. That boy will get asked by people again if he is Sebastian. Yes. I bet I'm surprised he don't get reported a lot. You know it? From that picture, he looks a lot like Sebastian in build and everything else.
I'm just hoping somebody takes the time to take a picture. You think they would ask them, you know?
See, that's my thing. That's crazy, ain't it? Ugh. Being late to a family gathering would not be enough to not look into that. Shame on that person, man. Come on. Yeah. And you know what? If you're going to be taking a picture of somebody's kid, you should have some kind of interaction with them. You know?
Creepy guys.
I believe I would have had to say something if that was me who seen this. If I was going to take a picture, you damn right I would have said something.
Yeah, and I called. It looks like they even zoomed in a little bit, you know.
At least we have the reassurance that there are people out in the public keeping their eyes open looking for Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but you need to send that tip as the tip's happening, not down the road and all that.
You know, it's exciting. You might have got a picture of them, but you should release that to law enforcement. Then if they want to release it, they could to the public. All that causes confusion.
Yeah.
You know, my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. I need to check the news this morning to see if there's been if the media is talking about it.
But it does look like them. I have to say that. Don't it?
Oh, a lot, I think. It's like Harris Ben died. That's pretty dark. I don't know. It's just I tell you what, it's going to be a horrible thing if it is him.
Mm-hmm.
And this could have ended a while back. See, that's the close up. It looks so much like him. You know that kid's been asked that too.
Yeah.
See, I picked that off Facebook, but that other pic ain't no good. The comparison, that's a known pic of him kind of looking down. Somebody had found, and that's the pic of the person.
Where was it supposed to be at?
5 hours away in North Carolina. It just seems, I don't know. The circumstances seem really odd to me. You know? Oh, did you see this? I thought this was so impressive. That was his the walk vigil thing they did for him.
Oh, neat.
Ain't that awesome?
That's cool.
Had the green candles and stuff for him. That was so nice, man. I seen like a clip of some of that. It was so nice. A lot of people come out for that too, man.
That's good. People still looking for him.
I tell you what, there is tons of attention on his case right now.
Yeah.
You know, you can say what you want to about how the parents act, but it's good for keeping his name out there.
I think too, the more attention it probably makes, if one of them is guilty, Katie, makes them feel worse. You know, every time something like that goes on.
Yeah.
If she actually had something to do with it.
You think it might draw out some remorse and.
Yeah.
You never know.
That might be why she don't like going to them.
You know, a lot of people. I don't know. They're going to play. They're going to play the safety angles. The reason they don't go to that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It would be if you were truly at a vigil for Sebastian. It would be kind of wild to say something to his parents if they were there. It would take a special kind of idiot to do that, you know?
They should be there for the vigils.
Yeah, they should be there. You know?
Especially Katie. She's not working, I don't think. Well, I don't know that, but I know Chris went back to work, he said.
If they want to do each other some favors, they'd hire somebody to speak for them, I think.
Yeah.
I just think Chris comes off as such an ass. He's killing himself.
Yeah. He done better not said anything to have somebody speak for him.
He would have been better to never have
came on camera.
Came on, period, and just spoke through a spokesperson. But, you know, now they're talking about doing that. I don't know.
They need one because Seth, he's awful. I don't think he's good spokesman for his case. Seth?
No, he
just causes more trouble, I think.
I think somebody needs to rein Seth in. I don't think he helps the cause, really.
If they're supposed to be working together, he's always throwing shade on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to get him mad almost, it seems like to me.
And, I find it interesting that PIs would be cool with Seth talking about the case.
Yeah.
I would think, I would think maybe they might let you talk about something to drum up a lead on something, but I would think they wouldn't want you to be talking about it much.
That's where people make mistakes, especially if they have something to do with it. They keep on telling these stories, different things. My opinion, their story has changed since day one, especially Katie's. What's happened? Just little things.
Do you remember when the very first come out, it seemed like it was that morning he went missing. And then they opened it up more as the details come out.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I don't think, well, I don't know. They're saying there's the video of the taking out the trash, but how you could tell something in that, but not expecting to show up any other time. I'm just confused by all of that.
Yeah, me too. Don't make no sense.
Seth could be trying to break Chris.
Maybe.
Chris cannot stay off YouTube. Neither one of them can. Katie's the hardest one to get a interview with, and that'd be the best one to be hearing from would be Katie, but we're hearing from everybody else.
Because she was there. She's the only one that was there. The main suspect in my eyes.
In all these missing kids cases, you never seem to get the time with the person that was actually there as you do the people around.
Right.
It's always everybody else you're hearing from. We hear Chris and Seth argue back and forth constantly. Right. I don't know how that helps.
Yeah.
I would if Kate and
I'd be asking her questions. She's the one they need to ask questions. She was there.
Yeah.
I guess, my opinion.
Gets weird, don't it? Burnt Dirt gifted 5 John Davis True Crime memberships.
Thank you, Burnt Dirt.
Thank you, Burnt Dirt.
Hold on, I'll look and see.
Brandy will figure that out. May have missed it, but did y'all see the new pic going around of his possible sighting? Yeah, we've been showing it earlier. It is remarkable how much it resembles him. Truly is. I don't like the circumstances. I don't like the delay in reporting. But it definitely, they need to find out who that is.
Yeah, they do.
Because if it ain't him, that kid is going to get a lot of attention.
Yep. Angela got a membership. Paula Walker, Cynthia Ricker, Amazing G, Quizzical Pickle.
All right. Thank you, Burnt Dirt.
Oh, yeah. That's all 5. Thank you. It helps our channel a lot. Thank you.
John Davis True Crime Unicorn asked if Tennessee has leaves now. And yes, we do in the South. There are none in that picture. When was it supposed to be taken? They explain that.
We have leaves, yes.
It's the area. I'm not exactly sure about the timing of the picture. I just know it was reported late.
Yeah.
The person that took it said they was in a hurry. They just snapped a pic. I've still yet to hear exact dates on when any of this occurred.
If he's trying to hide from public, I don't think he'd be standing out there, or if somebody actually took it.
You can't always go by leaves on a tree or lack of them. They explained the leaves thing. I can't remember what it was. They talking about elevations. It differs and stuff like that.
I wouldn't speculate until law enforcement comes out with yay or nay, 'cause we don't know. We don't know when it was taken, if it was Photoshop.
I think that is Sebastian, and Chris Proudfoot probably put this picture out because Katie would know how to alter pictures and times, etc. I feel that's why CP tried to debunk the picture so fast.
You never know. Or you saying like a proof of life? Here's proof of life. He's out there. Quit looking at me. Hey, it would be something for her to do, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The news guy, I'm sure it was looked into the origin. Well, if somebody got themselves involved in that for that,
you're stupid.
You're one dumb person, because that will come back on you.
Yeah, stupid.
I think it was just somebody that looks a lot like you.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if I had to guess, and I think the person that took the picture probably didn't think it was Sebastian, or they would have done something.
Mm-hmm. If I would have. Hey, are you Sebastian?
Because you got something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's weird that you would take a picture of some kid and
not do anything, a missing kid,
and not say nothing, just leave.
You would at least call 911 and say, "Hey, I'm in a hurry, but I seen this kid. Go check it."
Yeah, there's a kid at blah blah blah, looks exactly like Sebastian Rogers.
Yeah.
Would you please go send and check it out? I have a picture. I can email you.
Yeah, it just don't seem right to me.
No, it don't. Not a drama, non a member for 25 months.
Oh, wow. We've been with this long time.
In the sneaker comparison, the pic just posted, the boy has on brand new sneakers. The pic of Sebastian at school, those sneakers are old.
Yeah, I don't think it's him, my opinion. I hope it would be him.
I would love for it to be him. But I don't see somebody that has a young man they're not supposed to having him out and amongst people. There's just way too, it just doesn't make good sense that you would have him out around the public when he's a missing kid and you're wanting to conceal him.
Too much could go wrong.
I mean, think about it. It makes no sense. If you got a kid that's not supposed to be seen, you're not doing that. I'm sorry. If he needs to use the bathroom, you're going to figure it out. Find a gas station with a bathroom, an outside bathroom, something like that. You're going to do stuff to keep his visibility down.
Yeah.
And this looked like there was quite a few cars in that parking lot from the picture I seen. Looks like there was quite a few people. You're going to do better than that, in my opinion. If you got a kid you're not supposed to have, or he's a runaway, he's missing, whatever. I'm sorry.
If you take a minute, take a picture, you might think this kid's in danger. You do something about it. I just would like to know his personality. Like, we don't know. We know what people tell us, about him.
Right.
But for him to be a runaway and be able to pull that off, I would like, to know him, really, to see.
Yeah, me and Brandy was talking about, we don't have
a good idea
kids with autism in my family, really.
No.
And we don't understand it good enough to where we feel like we can say confidently how Sebastian might have responded to stuff.
Yeah. If that makes sense. I don't know if he's so, high functioning, how that works, or you know what I mean? I just don't understand.
Because I know it was said he was diagnosed late.
Yeah.
So does that mean he was functioning at such a high level that it
couldn't be detected for a while?
It wasn't obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or is that telling us that maybe he functioned? He just had like a slight, because I know that one thing we do know is they say it's a broad spectrum, right? Where it falls on, and everyone's different. I just feel like it gives me a hard time thinking as how he would think.
Yeah. And I can't really say it without knowing more about how he acted and how he was.
Yeah, because it seems like it could be like, I think there's probably people that have autism that aren't diagnosed that we'd probably refer to as maybe a little quirky or something like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for me to understand exactly where he was.
Yeah. And that's one thing they don't do a lot good at, Seth or Chris. They don't talk about him a lot, how he was. They say some stuff, but
yeah, they don't seem to give me a great idea either. As the level he functions at, really.
I'm thinking he's more high functioning based on. Was it Seth was saying he was in the same classes, the same grade? He just got a little bit more time to do work and stuff, So that's the only thing I can base it on because he did talk about that. Remember Seth saying he was still in the same grade as everybody else. He just got more time and stuff to
right.
Take. Yeah. But, I don't know.
I feel though what keeps sticking out to me is I always go back to the shoes, and I don't think the autism affects that, except for I think it might have made him more apt to wear them after the incident Seth talks about.
Right.
Seth telling the story about how, that was like such a thing for him where he got into the anthill and all that.
Right.
And he says, if you hear Seth talk about it, it really makes you question the no shoes thing.
Yeah.
And if somebody that would normally wear shoes outside
why wouldn't you have them on?
Doesn't have their shoes, why?
If you're thinking, even if he, thought about running off, why wouldn't he have the shoes on? That's a necessity, Well,
the thing that comes across my head is something happened to him when he didn't have his shoes on, and it wasn't forethought that he should have shoes if he's leaving the house.
Yeah, it was after fact or
afterthought.
Afterthought. Maybe they didn't have time enough to get rid of his shoes,
Yeah. I know 100% my son wouldn't go out with no shoes, the sensory issues.
Yeah. Well, I'm have sensory issues.
See, and if that's a thing, you add that along with the anthill story, it really makes you question that.
Especially in the middle of the night, not knowing what you're going to step on.
Oh, exactly.
You think they would be able to detect some footprints? I guess they could, though.
Did I see that I read an article because I was looking at this the other day and I still haven't found an exact answer, so I'm not going to give one on how long you can track a scent for. But I seen where the barefoot thing should have made it better to track him.
Mm-hmm. I get that because, your barefoot, more scent touching the ground.
Now, see, they talk about there was like a ton of dogs, and 3 of them took this same path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right to the pond.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean, though? How does the dogs know what day he went? How do they know? How do they know that wasn't earlier that week? I have so much trouble with any kind of scent evidence.
Because they'll bring dogs in months later to try to track somebody. I've seen it several times on different shows. How do they pick up which one's the latest scent?
Yes, and when you live there, it all seems off to me. Photo shows uneven cut in the front of his hair, just like Sebastian has in all his pics. It definitely resembles Sebastian. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Looks a lot like him. I just don't know. It'd be great if it was him, and I'm hoping we get told, because I'm assuming law enforcement is currently working on this. I'm hoping either way it goes, we find out soon and don't sit here in suspense or never find out. Oh, well, they never found out who that was. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
that doesn't get tracked down and he isn't found, that'll be a question forever.
Yeah.
if they don't find out who that was, won't it?
Yeah.
Because it looks enough like him. You could never say without some kind of knowledge that that's not him. Without more evidence one way or the other, you could never say it's not.
Yeah,
him.
you
Not,
couldn't.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're barefoot, there's more skin cells falling off and scraping off, is what I heard.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, you know, I mean, that the shoe itself is making a barrier between you and the ground. So if you're not wearing anything on your feet, there's no barrier. You would think the scent and everything would be so much better. It would have to be.
Yeah, and I don't get where they're pushing like his scent went to the pond. They would have found him if something happened to him in the pond. You know what I mean? If the scent led him to that.
Yeah, he'd have been found.
Yeah.
They drained the pond and walked it, they said.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident that's not on the board. Why can't people yell his name? That's bad. Exactly. You didn't have time to be like, Sebastian. You know?
Yeah, I'd do that, definitely. If you stop long enough to take a picture, you know, I would have went up to him and say, hey, what's your name? If he didn't say it was Sebastian, I'll let him know why you asked him. And probably still turned it, you know, as a tip, wouldn't you? Even if he said it, his name wasn't Sebastian, just to make sure.
I was wondering about the chest area. SR sometimes wear that chest plate. I see on the chest. Crap. Computer's freezing.
Great.
I seen on the chest of the new NC photo a lump above the wrist area. I didn't know if it was a wrinkle or his chest bone. Does his some people have that bone stick out right there, your sternum a little bit? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's what I said. Scream, yell, get attention while doing all that. Be on the phone with 911. Damn right, man. Shame on that person who took that picture and left because there was something more important than finding out if that's the missing kid everybody's looking for. Shame on that person, man. That's
something's not right.
It's ridiculous that we're having this conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't it?
Yep.
This should have been something we heard reported. Did you hear about that person that called 911 and they had these people and they thought it was Sebastian, looked just like him?
Yeah, that's where this picture should have went, not to social media first. My opinion.
The picture should have been resolved then and there by the person that took the picture. It's mind-boggling that somebody would take a picture of a missing child and not look further into this.
Yeah. I'm sure that Gray Hughes will do a show because that's what he does. He's like forensics on pictures and stuff. He'll break it down. I'm not supporting him, but I'm just saying he probably will try to do something.
Right. I'm sure all of us here would have called 911 and waited till they got there, not letting them leave.
Yeah.
You damn right. If I thought that was him enough to take a picture, I would have called 911.
For some reason, I feel that whoever that is, he looks older than Sebastian. I swear. How he's standing there by himself, too. I don't know. My opinion. I think he might have been like an early adult to me. He looks similar, but not exactly the same.
I swear to me, this stinks of they seen somebody that resembled him
and wanted to start stuff.
Thought they might get him some 5 minutes or something.
That's what I think too. Or they would have done something for
because that story doesn't make a damn bit of sense to me.
If you know the story enough to take a picture, if you thought it really was him, you would do the right thing. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because then you would be the hero, right?
Exactly.
You're the one that found them.
I found Sebastian Rogers. I'm the one. It was me. I seen him at the rest stop. Not I had to go meet the fam. I didn't have time to mess with it.
Yeah.
I snapped a picture. Here's the picture of the guy I saw.
Mm-hmm. This is probably what happened. Oh, he does look a lot like him. He don't really look like him, but I'm gonna take a picture, put it out there.
It stinks, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he can be 10 mentally, but in a regular classroom.
Oh, okay. So somebody has said he is around the age 10 mentally.
But he's
in the regular class.
In the regular class.
So yeah, I would like to know, more information on that. Because if that's true, it would be a lot harder for a 10-year-old to run away and keep hidden, in my opinion.
Everyone handles things differently. Yeah, snapping a picture and
running off
and leaving, that's a true fact. Everybody does shit differently, and that's the horrible way to do anything.
Mm-hmm. It's just common sense if you really think about it, in my opinion, Yeah, you want to get your hopes up, but you gotta think common sense,
Yeah. The blonde could be a person just passing by to her car.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I was thinking too. Regardless, though, it's not Seth's sister, whoever. I don't know where that started at, but it's not. His maturity is that of a 10-year-old, but his brain is smart.
Oh, okay. First time I heard that. That's what I was kind of trying to figure out.
They put special needs kids in regular schools with special classes here.
Gotcha.
I tell you, when now hearing that he wasn't as keen to go live with Seth as everybody thought, that really made me think maybe it could have been a thing where he ran away. Obviously, things weren't great at the Proudfoot household. No matter what anybody says, they weren't great. When you got CPS involved in stuff like that, things aren't great. Okay, so there's that. Then you got, he ain't exactly crazy to go live with dad because school, he don't want to do the online school, right? Who knows? He's had help then. If he's still out there, he's had some super good help.
Yeah. You never know. I was thinking he might have met somebody at school that influenced him, like an older person. But at the time, you know what I mean?
I think you got to you want to keep options out there because nobody, I know everybody thinks they know, they don't. And you want people to keep looking for him because you never know. He could still be out there. Yeah. Somebody could have influenced him.
Yeah.
You know how it wouldn't, if he had a device, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that he knew how to do a lot more with his device and did a lot more with his device than his parents knew about.
Yeah.
The good thing about that is, though, hopefully law enforcement has had all the devices.
Yeah. I'm not saying that haven't, but you see all these stories about teachers involved with young students all the time. It's gotten
that's gotten picked up a lot lately, it seems like. Or I don't know if maybe it's just getting reported more, but these teachers, and it seems like now the thing is a young, nice-looking lady
messing with
teenage boys.
Ruin your career and your
life.
Why? Why would you do that?
Who knows?
It's like they're wanting that male attention anywhere. They can get it. It's sick.
Seth did say he knows who that lady is, though, but didn't say who.
What? Huh.
Well, I tell you what, if he knows who that lady is, then something's up because I guarantee you that's Sebastian. That's not a coincidence.
No.
If Seth knows that woman in that picture.
Yeah. That's not a coincidence.
Jesse said maybe Target needs to be called in on the case. Do you know, Jesse sent me this thing the other day. I watched it. Target does forensics for police departments.
Target, no.
Target has, I think it said there was like 48 or something in all of United States, and Target had a few of them.
No, I didn't know
that had a certification to do forensics. Yeah, it's wild. Who told a friend to take a pic of a random kid to cause a distraction?
Yeah.
Lori Vallow.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Could it be a distraction? That's an interesting theory. I don't hate it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kimberly Brummett.
Oh, thank you. That was nice of you. That's really weird. It's just saying that he knows that lady in that picture. What's the chances of that?
Did Seth actually say that?
Uh-huh.
Or is that somebody heard Seth said that?
The possibilities would have to be slim that a boy looking like Sebastian would be around somebody he would know.
Have a great day, guys. Got to run, but I'll definitely be back. Well, good say no to Scientology's cult.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Listening. Thank you.
And we will say no to Scientology's cult.
Yeah, we don't want none of that, do we?
Not big fans.
Evil stuff.
Don't mess with it. Not a Drama Nana gifted 5 John Davis True Crime memberships. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Thank you, Nana.
Oh, I shouldn't say real
name. Yeah. Everybody knows who T-Bird is. She's been around the streets.
She's been a devoted fan for years. It's been years now. I can say years. Member.
25 months.
Well, member and fan. Hold on, I'll tell you who got them. I'm looking here. You know, I'm not where I need to be like usual. I'm not the best mods. That's why we got better ones helping us out.
I made that meme a long time ago and I never used it, so I'll show that to y'all. Her sign says, got tires? I do. Thanks, Daisy.
Okay, here's who got a membership. Rebecca Taylor, Tree Baby Tennessee, Common Sense 101, and Mama Llama in the house. And then, let me see, I missed somebody. Who did I miss? How do you pronounce that? I don't want to say it now. Bouvmal. How do you say that?
Where is it?
Wavemal? I don't even know. I don't really say it. Do you know?
Bouvmal.
Bouvmal. There you go.
I'm not sure.
Sorry if we said that wrong.
Sorry if Brandy butchered your name.
Hey, you couldn't say it.
But I couldn't say it either. I'm sorry. Sometimes our learning ain't so good.
Mm-mm.
I have to wonder why people are picking out the shoes in the photo if it was reported that he was barefoot.
Yeah, he would have new shoes.
Yeah.
Probably, you know.
Yeah.
Whoever that is in the picture, if you're not Sebastian, please come forward.
No doubt that, yes.
Because it would probably be all over the news.
I tell you, I wouldn't be shocked if that don't happen again, though.
Yeah. Do us all a favor.
Jesse says it's funny when Brandy asks John to pronounce something.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. You don't have to be able to pronounce stuff to graduate college or spell.
I think Jesse thinks it's funny because she's saying I suck at pronouncing stuff too. I had a hell of a time with Schenectady. Damn, I don't remember now to this day if that's right or not.
He does better than I do.
Good question, John. The shoes allegedly they leave outside. Why wouldn't he leave with no shoes? No one would get too far with no shoes. Too painful and cold. Yeah. Yes. Mind you, this was 2 months ago, too, in the middle of the night. I think they said it was 26 degrees. For some reason, that comes to mind.
God, his feet would freeze walking on that cold ground.
Schenectady. There we go. See, I told you I butchered it again. I'm sorry, but if you ain't from around Schenectady, You ain't gonna know how to say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say that. He was winner of the spelling bee.
The shoes look exactly like the shoes Sebastian was wearing in the trophy photo. I don't know. I think I would love to see if Seth actually said he knew that woman in the photo.
Yeah.
I'm new here. Just want to say I believe it is Sebastian. I heard that woman that was in the photo was also in another photo from one of the vigils. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out. It might be. You never know. You like to have faith. It'd be nice if it was. You know.
I would like to. I'd like to think it is, but I really. I don't like the story of the photo's origin. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm really apprehensive knowing that. Me too. The story behind the photo is what makes me have so much doubt in it. It makes no sense. Yep. Makes no sense. I recognized a missing kid, but I was more worried about being on time to meet my family than I was about that.
That don't make sense.
That's the biggest issue to me.
Now, if it was like, hey, I seen this boy, I took a picture real fast, called 911, and then he was gone. Hey, you know, I might be able to go with that story, you know. But not the story. There's
she looks like a search Seth's mom says she has no connection to the family. Seth's mom ain't been coming out much lately. She had been posting fairly regular. I looked on her Facebook today. She hasn't posted in like a month.
Powerful.
No, I don't know if she might have been on somebody's video or something. I don't know about that, but she hadn't been putting much out. Nope, no way. Why just put the pic out there weeks later? Just weird.
Definitely.
And I got so many issues with that. And you know, taking a picture of somebody's kid and leaving off, that makes you look like a damn creep in my book.
It does.
I tell you what, if my kid looked like Sebastian and I didn't know nothing about Sebastian, I seen somebody snap a picture of him and leave and never approach nobody, I would probably chase you down and ask you what in the hell you're doing. You know? The whole origin of the picture is sus as hell to me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I see this a lot. You know, I'm still talking to Whitney's family. They get some nasty shit pulled on them.
Yeah. It's awful.
You would not believe what people do. Just for what? To be freaking mean. That's all I can say is to be mean. Yeah. It makes no sense. There's no thought process as to why you would do it. Just to be mean.
And to scam, try to scam, thinking people are so stupid, you know?
Trying to get them for money. Just horrible stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they left, to avoid confrontation, maybe. Shit, I'd have made the confrontation. Sebastian, that you, buddy?
Yeah,
who's this you with? What's going on there?
Yep. That would be a good place, you know. You're out in public, you know.
Someone claimed they ran the photo through an AI thingy and it was 90-something% AI.
It might be. John said it looked, didn't you say it looked kind of weird around the edges?
I told Brandy I thought it looked a little like backgroundish to me. It looked weird to me.
That AI stuff, it can do crazy stuff. I fell for it.
Not his sister, but he knows her, he said. So he's saying he knows this woman. Well, then if that's the case, he needs to explain that.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, a lady in a picture with somebody who looks like your son in a different state. What's the freaking odds of that?
That all just stinks to high heaven. I swear, I think the adults are screwing this up more than anybody else.
I agree.
You know, I really do. I don't know. I know people love seeing these people on social media and on the YouTube videos and stuff, but I just do not understand why a person going through what they're going through would be doing YouTube.
Yeah, I think it would be better for a parent not to do that. Don't go public. Keep to yourself. You ruin your image.
Well, and you know, I feel like when you go on too much, it hurts you too.
Yeah.
Please stop saying that Seth knows this woman unless you name the creator and timestamp on the video where he stated it.
Thank you.
She looks like one of the searchers in another photo. I tell you who she is. She's somebody that was either walking by or somebody. I don't know. I'm still not close to the picture not being completely fake. You know?
Yeah.
The story don't make no sense. I don't think I think it's a non-issue. Seth did not say he knows the woman in the rest stop photo. Okay, I'm not thinking he.
That would be a weird coincidence, wouldn't it?
I feel like Ashton Kutcher is going to jump out at any time and say you've been punked. I feel like there's a good chance the photo and all of it's bullshit.
Let's call bullshit right now. Me and you call bullshit. I do.
I'm calling bullshit right now because of the story more than anything. The origin of the photo makes no goddamn sense.
And I want to believe it's him.
Oh,
I really
me too.
do. But I can't.
I can't. And you know, if me and Brandy turn out to be wrong on this,
we'll be wrong.
We'll come back and we'll apologize. But I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Where's the? Hand me that. It's behind your drink.
I'm wrong a lot of times too. I'll admit when I'm wrong. There you go. I'll admit I'm wrong, except to John. I never admit to him I'm wrong. Right. There you go.
I think that is the I think that's the final say on the picture. You know what?
We'll go from there.
I'm leaving it at that. But that's the one I hope everybody's seeing and still looking for.
Yeah. The only good thing it does is get more people talking about the case.
See, and that's why I talk about it, because I've come to, you know, a lot of people keep saying, well, let's keep it on Sebastian. Let's keep it on Sebastian. Well, I mean, what do you want? What do you want to talk about? The same thing over and over and over. This way, his picture's getting out, his story's out,
Right.
People are seeing him, and that's the most important thing.
I
I don't care what you talk about in regards to Sebastian, as long as you show his picture and the tip line and stuff, then you're doing a positive over a negative, in my opinion.
Yeah, just don't be, spreading not the truth. That's all.
Sure, it's easy to get caught up in BS before you know it without meaning to. YouTube platform is wicked quick to get wrapped.
Oh, I do. I do
in.
a lot.
Yeah.
Police stuff. Yeah, it's easy to.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people aren't naive. They have big hearts and they want this boy to be found really bad. And that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's why the sightings and stuff like this piss me off, is because the more we hear about this and how it's unfolding makes me really wonder if this ain't just a hoax.
Yeah.
Not even an actual just mistaken identity, but a flat out hoax.
Yeah, it sucks because to a lot of people it brings hope, you know.
I don't know anybody that would take a picture of a missing kid and then leave like that and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one person that's ever been in my chat that would do something like that and not report it immediately.
Right.
Now they might, have left right there, but they would have been on the phone with 911 as they were pulling out.
Yeah, let them know.
You
I
know,
really thought it was him.
yeah, it's just the story's bullshit. I don't buy it, and I don't want to.
I would probably take more than one picture too.
Oh, I would have had many.
Well,
no, I would have done so if I really believed it was him. Before I wouldn't have took a picture of somebody else's kid without approaching it and doing something. Unless there was no time and I had to. They were leaving or whatever. I would have got to the bottom of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't even know that woman had anything. She could have just been completely walking by and got in frame of the picture. We don't even know she had anything to do with it. Who knows that he wasn't standing there? It makes no sense. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm going to leave it, though. We did our hour. Appreciate everybody for coming this morning. Hope everybody will hit the thumbs up, and all the rewatch gang. Tell us what you think. I think we're gonna put this baby to bed as I don't know if I'm gonna say hoax or just mistaken identity.
Yeah.
But I don't think at the end of the day it's relevant. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Everybody keep your eyes open. Hopefully, he'll be found soon. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, Weird Wednesday. Be there, be square. I got a creepy one, and I got some pictures that will just. If you get creeped out easy, you might want to skip Weird Wednesday this week. It's going to be that kind of show. Brandy don't know what I'm talking about, so she can't comment.
Mm-mm.
Everybody, we'll see y'all. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Have a good rest of your Tuesday.
Thank you, everybody, for coming, showing up.
Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Come on. I better at least have 100. See y'all.